Good evening. This is The Nation at 5 right here on CNN News 18. My name is Toya Singh. We're joining you live from our studios this Tuesday evening, bringing you stories from across the country and, of course, beyond. Our first story, we're starting the day with source-based information that we're actually receiving right now. Let's take a look. All right. Sources are telling our reporters, and we'll have a reporter join us in just a second to bring us more context about the movements of two groups in particular, Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba. These are purported movements of both the groups in Jammu and Kashmir that we'll be talking more about over the next few minutes. So what source-based information is being shared with us is number one, that because of insecurity over their identity when it comes to activities within Pakistan, the two groups are looking to increase the activity around the LOC. Now, what this will actually look like. Number one, of course, according to our sources, is the usage, the continued usage, the increased usage of drones around the LOC. But there will also be the usage of launch pads, locations of which have been shifted over the last few years. Now, we'll come to know more about this in just a second. My colleague Anand is joining us right now to bring us more context on all of these developments. Anand, if you could tell us, number one, what intelligence sources are telling you, we'll then take further questions to you.
Well, thanks for that, Toya, and good evening to our viewers. Our Group Editor Security Manoj Kumar Gupta getting us these details that the biggest concern is that there are outfits which want to get a similar kind of fame or attention like the Hamas is getting. On the one hand, Hamas is calling for contributors and more fighters to come into Gaza, and they're including nations like Pakistan, which and they're saying exhort their youth to come and join the fight against Israel. On the other hand, the jihadi outfits, which are based largely in POJK and this region, they are getting a little angsty and they want to do something important and something big that would give them the kind of name and fame and attention which they want. Now, it's sad but true that infamy is also something which they believe is great PR, and they want to do something critical and drastic. For the Indian intelligence, the biggest concern is that there are foreign tourists, foreign terrorists who are still based and who have already infiltrated into Jammu and Kashmir and who are silently moving around and lying low. And they may then plan a coordinated attack, which could perhaps be similar to what the Hamas orchestrated in kibbutz, which could be a large-scale massacre or hacking of innocents, to try and garner a certain kind of attention and kind of relevance. That perhaps is the biggest concern for the Indian intelligence agencies, that this could actually trigger something closer home, which could be a cause for worry.
So are intelligence agencies continuing to tell you that the local response remains muted? I ask you because the Jammu and Kashmir police has said that, I think as of just a few weeks ago, they've said that only 10 locals have joined the outfits right now, and those numbers are the lowest we're seeing since 1919. So they continue to remain consistent that the domestic response is muted.
See, that conversation was ADG Vijay Kumar. He had it with us, and I was speaking with him in Jammu and Kashmir just last week, where he said that from Jan to October, the local recruitment is less than 10. It's just about 9. It was 90 odd the last year. So it's about 1/10 of what is last year, and they hoped. So the support for the terrorist outfits and support for jihadist groups operating out of Pakistan has waned. There isn't local terrorists, but there is a feeling of empathy towards the Palestine cause. What's happening is that a lot of people have not been able to make the delineation between Palestine and Hamas, the actions of Hamas. Now, how would you condone having rocket launchers and missile bases inside schools, in hospitals and under mosques, inside mosques? That's something which Islam does not allow you to do it. And from a humanity point of view also, you should not be doing it. But the Hamas is doing it. Israel's latest videos, the IDF's latest videos prove that Hamas is operating out of it. Hamas's top leaders are saying that women, children and old people have to die in this cause. And the tunnels that they have created under Gaza are only for their fighters and not for the civilians to take shelter in. So, and Gazan civilians are on record coming out and saying that Hamas is blocking their exit or into Egypt or even towards the south of Gaza. They're not allowing them to evacuate North Gaza. So there are multiple questions which people also need to ask. But despite requesting clerics and of course the Muslim community and seniors within India that at least condemn Hamas's actions, that condemnation has not yet happened. So the worry is that this should not trigger a fight within each other, and somehow these are foreign terrorists who are inside Jammu and Kashmir. And if there is an indication, then that will be a problem. Also, there are increased drone traffic. Not all drones can be shot down. These increased drone traffic, they could be bringing in drugs and they could also be bringing in arms or weaponry. Both are a cause for worry as far as the social fabric internally is concerned and internal security is concerned.
Okay, thank you for bringing us those details.